And so God is faithful and he does forgive us, but he doesn't want us to keep going back and doing it over and over again. So if that's something that needs repentance, that we need to really come to God and say, why is it, Lord, show me what is at the root of this lack of trusting you, this lack of, relinquishing control. I mean, I don't want she worries herself to death on my tombstone. I'd like it to say she trusted God, especially because he grabbed my hand when I was really young.
Hmm.
So the next thing is to be humble. And that's part of repentance, is humbling ourselves under God, in God's presence, just humbling ourselves and saying, Lord, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because it says we humble ourselves under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt us. He's not looking to crush us. He's not looking to destroy us. He's looking to lift us up. But that waiting period is awfully hard. And that's when we tend to try to take matters into our own hands. And that's another form of pride. And it doesn't mean you don't do things. I mean, trust me, with addiction, I've had to do a lot of things to help save my son's life. But at the same time, there's been times that I've been told, keep your hands off. And I've had to learn how to hear the voice of God for either situation. And so humility is the direct opposite of pride. And so when we practice humility, we practice letting go of going to our go-to actions, our go-to behaviors. Those things that they're our comfort zone, they're what we're used to doing. For example, for me, it would be, calling my kid and giving him advice, texting him, doing all the research online to try to figure out where he should go get help. Those would be my go-to responses. But when the Lord started to peel back the layers of the onion, it was fear motivated. It wasn't faith driven. And so that's where, when we're involved in behaviors, we have to ask the Lord to show us that root of that behavior, because it might be perfectly okay for Crystal to be doing that right now and perfectly wrong for Dawn to be doing it. And that's why the book that I'm writing right now, it's about really listening to God in your situation, because it's easy for the church or for counselors to say, well, everyone does it this way. We have 5 steps and this is, what you do, A, B, C, D, and E, and you're going to get this outcome. But it doesn't work. What works, and sometimes it doesn't work, and what I mean by that is you could do everything right and have it turn out terribly wrong. Or you could do everything wrong and God's grace just sweeps in and fixes the whole thing. So, that's where our faith comes in, because we don't know the whole process that God's going to allow us to go through and what result he's going to get as we go through this journey, what his goals are for us. But we know it's to make us more Christ-like. So the next one is do not doubt. And that's on James 1:6. But let him ask in faith with no doubting, for the one who doubts is